Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard
line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On third down, Jones. Oh, he almost picked it. Jones. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Riley Dixon on the
has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Washington.
They go play action now. Haskins under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tyus Bowser. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10, down at the 33. This is Love. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drop.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jones on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
5-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington. Justin Hopkins.
And the screen can be a tough play for a wide receiver. We saw it there. They have to look the football into their hands, then turn their head up and look upfield.
It's quite a checklist, isn't it? Watch the ball into your hands, tuck it away, get upfield, find your blockers. Sometimes the list gets lost in there, and the defense makes it work.
And they made it work. They got the fumble. They took it in for the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on first down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Come on, let's go. I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
39-yard line.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
56.
Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
2-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with this Washington 14.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, here's Love. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
1st and 10. At their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, the spin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Saquon Barkley.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit out a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, It's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
Complete.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Third down, here's Haskins. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Washington.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Love, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it.
Haskins pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw on third down. Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
24.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now Jones going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. But great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
56. We ain't giving up nothing to 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On the play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From midfield now, Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Makes this
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Saquon Barkley takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
In a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Giants 16. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, here's Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it'll bring up third down.
Xavier McKinney.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they went a little cautious there on third and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jones off the play fake. That's complete to Slayton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Jones. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the out. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yeah, let's go.
Now Jones. Got an open man, it's Washington. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
56. Drop deep, Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, come on, come on. Trap 60. 56, Mike 56, right there, 56. Set the tone, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, That's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Gano the extra point. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win?